Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I made a tutorial for a edit, and what we're going to be making a tutorial on is this Heisty intro. So what you want to do is kind of get the clips. All these clips will be in the description. Get the music, kind of keyframe it to where you actually want to transition the clips. Add the motivation clip. What you want to do is also fit the comp, add a mask. I'm gonna have to key out the black. Color key, we can do color key out black. And then now if I put like a solid, now what you want to do is also just kind of keyed out, so that means it's not looking like crap like how it is right now. Like so. So that looks pretty good. I'm gonna keep a little black there for the outlines because it looks kind of good. Now that you have this set up, you can remove the solid. And then with the mask that you made before, just mask out the 3 you've made, and then just duplicate it, and then just move the mask over for the next one. So like that, then duplicate again, and just move the mask over for the next one. Now you have 3 of them. So next, make a black solid. Once you made the black solid, next you just need to add the BCC plus borders plugin, or whatever borders things you have or plugins you have, and just have the stroke white and have like how this is. And you can also adjust the softness if you really want to, like that. And then as you can see, it's kind of soft here. What you also want to do is we need to make a camera layer. So kind of adjust it to how you want. Oops. Now once you have that, make a null layer. So connect camera to the null layer. And now you have all this. You have basically all the pieces you need for what we need to do. So now make all of these a 3D object. Also make the null a 3D object as well. And then what you want to do for the first thing, to make the little platform he has right there, what you want to do is add motion tile. Add motion tile. And then press P on your keyboard. Kind of zoom it back. Press R. Kind of rotate the orientation so it looks like it's a platform. Press P again. Kind of zoom it back just a bit more. Put it down just a bit more as well. Because what you want to do is you want to zoom it back. So that means you can actually use the camera to zoom in again, zoom out and in on the composition. If you don't zoom it back, it'll just look like it's too close, and you can't actually get the effect that Eaglestan has done. So you also want to change these output height to whatever you need to. I like 2000, just mirror the edges. So that means it looks kind of neat. Then for the first one, which is the motivation one, you just need to position it in the far back. We can make the second one farther back, and then he had it on the right side, so we need to make it a little bit on the right. And then take the third one and then position it just like enough so it looks like it's on the platform. Now this is definitely not going to be accurate. Not going to be accurate because I cannot really zoom in the camera, but for the first thing, it's good. So now go in your null layer, make a keyframe on the position, then zoom in on the first one over here. I would also rotate the orientation just so it looks a bit better. I'm gonna position this so it looks like it's actually on tile, like so. And then go back to my null layer, just so it's in the middle. And then I'll make a keyframe. So like 12 keyframes in, go back to this one, first keyframe, bring it in like that, so. And then easy keyframes, go to your graph, make sure it's on speed graph, zoom into your keyframes, and to make it as smooth as possible, what you want to do is also just drag this down here and drag this a bit like here. So I don't really drag it all the way because it just makes it too fast, so I technically just kind of have it like here, and if you look at it, it looks like that. And if you want to make it as smooth as possible, you can also just like kind of extend the keyframe. So I kind of select them and then hold Alt and left click and then extend it like that. And then to add more movement, I'm just going to duplicate the null layer, get rid of the keyframes on here, attach the null layer to the parent null layer, and I'm going to add a keyframe kind of like in between here. The keyframe here. I'm gonna add another keyframe right here. For the second keyframe, I'm gonna keep it to where it's on here. And you want to position the falling animation to be on the beat drop for your music. Then for the movement side, zoom in a little bit. Anything that works for you, honestly. So anything that adds some movement into the clip. Now, for the next one, duplicate the layer. Attach this null, the second null to this third null. And then what you want to do, again, remove the keyframes for here. Add another keyframe here, just before the keyframe starts. And you want to move it to the second one. Okay. As you can see, you need to adjust these. So that means they actually fit on to. Alright. Once you have that, just make sure the camera is kind of centered. Just ease it. And for the next speed graph you want to do, you want to actually like have it like here. Kind of want to bring this in just a bit in. I'd say a 70% speed, kind of close to there. And then you can also bring this to a 70% speed. So it kind of looks like here. Also don't want to make them too far apart, because as you can see, it doesn't really look too smooth. Then again, to add more movement, just repeat what I did on the first step. Now for the last clip, duplicate the null, parent the null, get rid of the keyframes, add a keyframe where you want to be, maybe like around here, zoom out, then adjust the last one. Then we're gonna have to make the keyframe exactly where he falls. And have it just cut this a little bit. And I'm also gonna speed up the clip, so that means they can actually stay on my keyframes. So time stretch, like 60 around. And there's like a kind of a buffer between he actually does things, so I'm gonna actually cut it. There you go. So now we basically have all our clips assembled. Okay, it's all good. So now, duplicate the null layer to add movement again. Remove the keyframes, parent that, add a position where you actually want to be. Kind of just zoom in a little bit. And for this last keyframe, what you want to do is you're going to ease this. And then for the last keyframe, you want to actually make the speed graph on the end. So that means the zoom effect. You also don't want it to be too slow. Now, for the second part of this, make a text layer. Do Control T, type motivation. Now you want to have these in 3D. You want to copy positions of this layer, of the first layer that you can text on. This makes it easier to find them. And just adjust the text. Kind of like look at where your keyframes are for the first one, or for wherever you have the movement on. And just adjust the text. So that means it's actually visible on here. And as he falls, you can change the text to a reddish color. It just faded in. Like so. Then obviously duplicate the text layer. Make it discipline. Look for the second clip, and then kind of just copy the keyframes as well. And also just adjust the text layer so that it looks kind of like it's supposed to be there. Don't really want it too big, you don't want it too small. Then just make this discipline green, that, and then in the middle just make it green. Keyframe this so it's like opacity, out, clip, and then another keyframe. Make the opacity 0 at the start. Then obviously make another one. First, I think we need to make it red. Then as he's getting up, so about like here, we're gonna have to keyframe orange. And then just go to the black border you've made. Add a keyframe to color. And then just set the color to the same color you have on to this one. And then just kind of color it like that. So it's like, and as your camera is moving away, what you want to do, you want to keyframe it again. As your camera is moving away, you want to go bring it back to the white color that you made. Kind of easy ease. Make sure to save your project as you're working. Go to the next one where it turns green. Then you're gonna keyframe to the same color you've made on to here, kind of like that. And then, as I said, as it's like moving away, kind of keyframe it again to the same. Now, same thing as last time. Choose the same color, which is red basically. And then for this keyframe, just make it the same color and make it orange. There you go. Okay, now we have the basics down. Now it's basically just iterating on what we have right here. So we're gonna duplicate this text layer. Say great, and we're gonna kind of put it down a little bit. And scale it down just a bit. Now let's bring it down. We're gonna duplicate this text layer. Yeah, great, but and then if you want to add a shake as well, just kind of adjust it so it aligns with the beat. When it's changed colors, you can also add a twitch effect. I'd rather have a soft shake I've made. Now, if you really want to, kind of add like a shake, I'll make an adjustment layer. Every time when he makes a push-up, add a black and white filter, add a directional blur, make the angle like 180. Every time when he goes up and down, I would just add this here. Yeah, so that's the glitch effect that I would use. Okay, for your last thing, you want to add some deep glow. Since this is After Effects 2026, my deep glow is deep glow 2, and you just want to adjust it so it's like glows, but it doesn't go too crazy. So 0.2 probably should be fine for the square background, just to make it look kind of cool. And then you just add some deep glow to the other clips. Make the input threshold 41, and kind of make the radius a bit bigger too. Alright, After Effects crashed, so that's great. I do have my own text glow preset, which is just basically just deep glow, BCC drop shadow. BCC drop shadow, just copy these values for the first one, and then copy these values for the second one. I'm gonna apply all these presets on top of each one. I'm gonna add some blur mode curves, and then we're gonna increase the Z distance just a little bit, maybe like 0.9. Alright, there we go. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy it, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment on what tutorial I should do next. It could be a fictic edit. We won't know until you guys leave a comment. Alright, peace out.